Hi guys, this is Sergeant Diddy and we are back again today. Um I guess I forgot to click on the starting scene. But um right now I am transferring my server files or my game files to a dedicated server, and I don't think that was the problem. I think something was just like during the end of the stream yesterday I was trying to open up other worlds like this one, and it was giving me issues, like it kept freaking restarting. So I think that was part of the problem. I think that the instance of the game was just screwed up, and that's why we were having that stupid lag. And there it goes again. The game crashed. Well, it's ticking block entity. Show more details. Let's see what this says. That says exactly the same thing it just said. Um, so basically, I was going to try to show you that world while I was copying the other stuff over. Um, I need to click this button here. That works because it stopped copying there for a minute. Um, yeah, we'll just do that. I think actually it's almost done because it usually doesn't give me the overwrite issues until it's almost done. I've copied many and many freaking save files from this server, and I had gone ahead and refit this screen already, so I didn't have to do it during the stream and then the game crash. Okay, can we drag this side now? Okay, now you're going to be stupid. There you go. It doesn't like to be resized while it's loading. At least by dragging the bars like that. Is this done? Okay, it is done. Okay, let's see if I can see that world now. Yes, I can. Okay, cool. So I'm going to change the server type to Project Ozone. Continue. Yeah, that's fine. How's Minecraft doing? Hopefully this one time it loads, because I really kind of want to verify that I have proper block spacing for the Gia platform, or Gia, whatever you want to call it. Um, that should be done. That's not done yet. Dude, this window is oddly shaped for the server. Okay, that's up. Did it update? It updated. Change to... I don't get that, but start. Yeah, when you download the local server files for um, Project Ozone 2, the default name of the world is Carmen San Diego. And it took me a while to figure that out. I'm like, where in the hell is this? Because I wanted to copy my freaking world into it. Play selected world. Let's see if this doesn't crash the game this time. This world is huge and has a lot of crap going on, so the lag is real. But this bad boy, if it actually loads, it does this every time. There it goes. Sometimes it hangs right there, which is causes an issue. Then you got to relaunch the game like twice to get it to work again. Because the next time you load it, it freezes. And then, or the next time you try to load a game, load a save, it freezes. Then you have to restart. Okay, this is right. It just take a minute to load up. The rest of the world, maybe. There you go. But, okay. I must be flying. This is what I wanted to show you. This setup here, I wish there was some cows here. Let's see if we can get some cows to show up. Well, I can show you some other stuff. That's the bat setup, which is the same bat setup that I used in the other world. I think these dirt blocks actually died there. And I just didn't get rid of the blocks. Where'd they go? And I guess I didn't put torches on them either. But there's AE all over this joint. Freaking AE in the last millennium. AE on every... I went the wrong way. Is there cows here yet? Yeah. There's supposed to be a platform there that hasn't loaded yet. That's where I was doing the etching acid. That's a villager, zombie villager testing area. Freaking crop planting. Is there cows over there yet? Because it really helps to, you know what? I really doubt that's going to kill a villager. We've got 500,000 villagers and soul vials right here. Where did... Oh, all these loot bags came from killing cows last night. There should be... These should warp to the last millennium where I have my loot bag recycler set up for this world. I don't know if that was a loot bag. It doesn't really matter. But let's see. Actually, I can look in here and see if we have zombies and soul vials. Oh, we have something. Baby scars. Fluid cows. I don't want to mess with the scar. Spider. Heat scar. Villager. I'd really like just a straight zombie. You know what? I know where I can get one. Do I have... Yeah. I just remembered. Actually, with this armor, it's actually faster for me to walk. I don't know. Oh, here's a zombie soul vial. Yeah. It doesn't seem like it's faster to walk, but this is faster than flying. Yeah, so... these, and it's dark out so that he won't catch on fire. These, is there still man in there? Yeah. These freaking plants will kill the mobs that come out of the Gia boss when he does his little flight thing. I think it's this one gives you regeneration 3. So every time he hits you, you're just almost immediately recharged with health. This puts a shield over you. Actually, no, I can't really test that without putting a block way up there. Because it's like a... It's far enough that when they get up on top of the shield and they'll spawn above the shield, they'll slide down to basically the beacon on the outside of the shield. So you're basically protected if he decides he's going to start launching things above you. That's basically what I wanted to show you here. And I will need to make sure the server is started. The server is started. So let's see if we can get this to work. Actually, there was something I wanted to do, and that's why I came to this. One of the reasons why I came to this world. I wanted to get freaking specs for the size of this platform. So from center, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to a standing spot, and I'm pretty sure it's the same all the way around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Um, the guy, I did get this from a video just because I hated chasing the freaking Giga Boss around. I knew there had to be a better way. And I tried a bunch of different ways that I'd found, like carpets. Like he can't spawn onto carpets. So I made a freaking platform in one world that was just carpets. Freaking, like, they said if you had too high carpets, he couldn't spawn on those. Well, that doesn't work in this mod pack, so that must have been an older version of Minecraft. Spawning or building the platform one block below the world level or world height level, or the so 250 or 256, well, 149 or 249 or 255 depending on which version of Minecraft, and he would spawn on top of the thing like he's supposed to and then be stuck there and he wouldn't be able to warp around. But this one here was the best, and he goes on for the second stage of the Gia boss to what he does is like a block above your head, so 3 blocks off the ground, layer glass around here, so when he shoots his freaking missiles that have a projectile motion, they'll hit that instead of you. But let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, 12 to the outside. And I'm going to try to make this a little smaller because something really funny happens when you make it exactly the same size as he is supposed to be, and it'll show you an outline of where, like if this was too small, this platform, and you tried to spawn him, it'll tell you blah blah blah, not enough blocks, and it'll show you an outline of where, how big it's supposed to be. And if you make it exactly perfect, exactly the right size, he'll like spawn here and go to jump over here and bloop, fall off the edge. And then he blips back here, so he spends most of his time, or at least half the time, falling off the edge and then landing here. So you have a good, really good chance to hit him here. So if you had the thorn chakrams and you just tossed him right here over and over and over again, you would have an extremely good chance of hitting him and killing him pretty quickly. It is faster to like follow him around, and so you get your thorn chakrams, which I should have in this box over here. I usually have a setup over here because I wear different armor here. So like I got my elementium armor here, so I can't fly. I lose my regeneration. I lose some stuff, but these things, you're not supposed to be able to use ranged weapons on him. But if you stand here, well, you don't have to stand here to use them, but if you stand here, you're getting regeneration from this guy, get the shield from that guy, and you basically just hold these down, and a couple of seconds later, you get them all back. Well, eventually. There it goes. That's why I had, like a bunch of sets of those, so they're all flying around all the time. What's in here? Oh, this is just Gia stuff that I picked up. I don't think he drops the Blacker Lotuses. I don't know why that stuff's in there. But this stuff all came from Gia Boss. All these hearts. So I've killed him at least 15 times. What's that? Pillar of Quartz. yeah, good place to store some freaking energy conduits. And these are probably all cows, because, well, now I know where I can get cows from. What's this? Speed boost, night vision, restores health. Um, yeah, so this is what I wanted to show you, and I'll bring this back up later. Um, and this is basically the same setup that I have right now, except for it's set up for AE. So you got the, yeah, you get the point. And this is another one because not all the, there was some conflict between this one, between this pattern and the ones that are in here. I don't know what that conflict is, or it should be in here, but it doesn't work. I don't remember why it doesn't work, but I know it doesn't work, so I'd have two. And you can use, well, I think I grow the stuff, so I just still have the platform there. This is for all the mana stuff, the mana quartz, diamond powder, and diamond powder, pearl. I forgot the pearl. That. This thing here automatically makes elven quartz, because elven quartz blocks are used in extreme crafting. Galacticraft stuff. This thing over here was where I had a vanilla, you know, those guys, the villager spawners, but now it's for metals. I was using that before I had EMC, I guess, to make, I don't know how the hell that was working, though, because you have to have EMC to make, pretty sure you have to have EMC. We have to have extreme crafting. I guess you get EMC, or the transmutation table from crafting. But these solar panels, storing 124 million RF on cheaty cables. And the whole system, except for that capacitor bank, is all cheaty cables for power. Laser drill. Actually, I don't even know. Well, yeah, the laser drill has to still be running. A lot of this stuff is turned off because it was causing a butt ton of lag. Yeah, like all these sieves are turned off. Freaking. And there's many more dimensions to this. I just wanted to do that, you know, check out that Gia platform while that world was loading to the server, and the server IP should, oh, wrong button, should be the same. So hopefully that shut down correctly and we can just come over here. This thing's rocking, join server, and then we should be right back in the game right where we were last night before I started messing around. Why do I have alerts? Whoa. I need this. 9% drop frames. Why am I dropping so many frames? Check to read your notifications. Drop frames detected 17%, 59%. I don't know why. Oh, I know why I was dropping frames. I was freaking uploading to the server while... God, that was smart. That should stop now. Actually, it's dropping really fast. 58, 68. I'll put that in the calculator. That way I can check it in a minute. 58, 68. I didn't even think about that. That was stupid. That's on me, guys. That was dumb. But yeah, I kind of want to work on that today. And I was going to try to wake up early. Yeah, after streaming until almost 2 o'clock in the morning when I wanted to be done at 10. Yeah. Ooh, actually, on that note, we need it. Now I'm used to hauling ass everywhere I go because I've been walking around in that. Okay, good. I was like, why is that not working? Okay, those are all going. Okay, it's not backed up. Let's go down here. Oh, let's go this way. Okay, there's not stuff spewed all over. That is stopped. That means something backed up down here. Okay, yeah, something definitely backed up because that's iron. Iron should not be backed up. Magnesium ingot. Oh, you gotta be freaking kidding me. Okay, so we need to pull this out. There should be space left in this. Okay. How much crap is in here? Oh! What is that? That's more magnesium. So let me put that over there. Grab the magnesium. Put it in the filter. I'd really like it to go back in here, so that's what I'm gonna do. That was actually stupid. What? What? I'm gonna put this back over here. I need to grab that freaking magnesium again because it just fed itself back into the thing. I need to update the filter. Oh. Why did that stuff come there? Oh well, whatever. We'll figure it out. That should be the inverted one. So we go like that. Copy over the old one. That's the inverted one. Put that one back. This stuff needs to go in here. Whoa. What the freak? Why? That's green. That's green. Where? How do... So because everything else is backed up, this thing just needs to be turned off. Because it's pushing things in funny places. That can go in there. These can come out. These can come out. What? Blocks of coal. How is this coal getting in? This drawer really needs to empty. I need to active with signal. Because how full did that get? Not very full. This thing doesn't have a place for the iron to go. So man, this would literally be so much easier to do with freaking drawers instead of using filters. Why? Oh, that's nether stuff. That's nether stuff. This really sucks, man. This really sucks. Oh, crap. Gonna have to sit here and watch this for a while. Dude, what the heck? All I want to do is fill my vape. Yeah, another good news. I went and got the stuff from the hobby shop, so my friend at the vape shop can fix my not so cheap freaking vape device. I needed to keep that open. I want to blow this up so I can see it. What's the drop frames? What? Has it gone up? Yeah, I wonder why we're still dropping frames. My connection... You know, I guess I am connected to an... using my internet connection to access the server now. Which... my connection isn't really the greatest. Like, I noticed when... Where is... Okay, I am in there. You know, I have kind of noticed that in the past. We'll see if it gets really out of whack. Like, 7%'s way too high, but... You know, I can actually help this along. Just grab all this iron ore. Yeah, it's gonna fill in from this guy. But we can take this stuff and put it in there. And that should give this some working time. Is that lapis? No, that's lead. Yeah, all these connections right here, like this, are all because I decided not to use drawers. Like, I have random stuff that can't go through the induction smelter going into here, but it's also grabbing all the ingots and stuff that I can't put... It's more than 10 items. So I'd have to use like 20 filters, or just have it pull the stuff that it's accidentally grabbing from these chests and then suck them back over there. So it's kind of a really dilapidated kind of setup. What is this? Another block of coal. I don't want blocks of coal. Like, I don't know how that stuff is feeding back. Well, I know how it's feeding back in there. It's feeding back in there because the outputs are full. This output here was full, so it was feeding all the stuff back into the thing. Back into here. How could I... I mean, yeah, I could fix that. That actually isn't really that big of a deal to fix. We need another freaking diamond chest as a buffer for... Let's see, are we still getting lag? No, not really. Iron. Well, let's make a chest first. Chest. Yeah, in a drawer system where all the stuff that can get induction smelted went into one drawer system, and everything else like went into a buffer chest, would stop that entire problem. We wouldn't have 90 million filters or 90 million buffer chests, or it'd be a lot easier to manage. But and I'm not sure what kind of lag is caused by anywhere in this loop. We can add let's do it down here. So that's an input. I'm going to disable this input. What is that? I already had a filter for at least iron ingots. But there's so many, like, why iron ingots? Oh, that's right, the stupid bars. Really want to get these filters out? Oh, it's turned off, right? Yeah, if I pull these filters and iron ingots start going in there, that's not a big deal. Okay, so that's disconnected. And I'll change the color upstairs. Actually, I should do that first. We should make that like black. That's color I almost never use, so black. Okay. Come over here. Place down the chest. And then everything that's black. This is going to cause an issue for a minute. Let me get rid of all the stuff that I already have in my inventory. Hey guys, the server saved the world. Okay, the drop frames is going down. Okay, so now we should have plenty of room to grab out whatever filters in here in like the split second it takes me to change this to insert black. Okay, nothing did actually make it. Okay, so all that stuff is going in there, and that's the only thing that will go in there. So that's a good thing. Let's grab these. I thought I had... I think I made another... And this can be extract. Actually, it doesn't even matter now, because that's a totally separate network. And I'm still going to wait to turn that on. Now... And we'll come back. Did I put stuff in that other chest that didn't need to go in there? Like my stuff? No. Did I make another chest somewhere and randomly stick a bunch of crap in it? I don't see one. I must have cleared out my inventory last night like a good little boy. Okay, pick weapons. It appears I just cleaned up. There's the two chests too. Okay, so we're gonna need to acquire some petals. And to acquire the petals, we're gonna have to let's see, Britannia. One of them is this bad boy. Gonna have to make some runes too. So we need... Gonna add this to the list. And now that I just started, I need to go to the bathroom. What is that? Orange, yellow. Why are those stacked on top of each other? Whatever. Orange, yellow. And we can... Orange, yellow. We already got white, but I'm going to add white to the list. Was the Fallen Canade? Julia. Pink. Purple. And light gray. And the Bellthorn is that one. This is red. And we'll need a lot of these. I want the same 15. The less crap less mobs I have to worry about, the bester. Okay, and then we'll... Yeah, that's fine. We gotta work on those first, and they're gonna take a while. Actually, on that note, as I said a minute ago, I need to go to the bathroom right quick. So, I'll be right back. Wait a minute. Oh, there you go. Okay. So That's still working good. Yeah. Once that, I'll keep an eye on that. Um, yeah, see, sometimes those iron nuggets or iron bars ingots float through, and then they get picked up by that one. I'm assuming the... Oh, I used all those yesterday. Crap. Yeah, we need to get that taken care of real quick. Storage is like the largest problem in Minecraft. At least in modded Minecraft. I guess it is in... I guess it is in normal Minecraft, and like in vanilla Minecraft too. And in this mod pack, upgrades takes a whole ton of wood. What do we got here? I can put those two things away. Actually, I can put these away too. Actually, I'm gonna want that. Is that empty? Yeah. That's probably enough to start with. Just because it's going to make everything annoying. Yeah, lag much better today. Yeah, we'll just do this. Where? Fluix dust. Oh! Yeah, you can just stop for a minute. And, I guess we need to upgrade a few more things. Okay. That really sucks. Yeah, but today I got up, well, probably a decent time. Well, like 1 o'clock. I went to the vape shop, and on the way there I remembered I needed to pick up the parts to get my mod fixed. Actually, I brought it in here. This bad boy. Let's see. Get that blood back up. This bad boy. Come on. Let me use this then. This is a composite AR-15 20-round magazine that has a DNA 200 mod chip in it. So I can put a... Like, it doesn't work right now, but the battery isn't... The battery is at the vape shop getting connectors soldered onto it. But basically, it's an AR-15. And it's... I don't know if you can see... Yeah, you can see it. It's Hydro Dipped Custom, or, you know, Collector's Edition. It says on there... Where does it say? Right here sideways, like number 5 of 25. Expensive piece of gear, and just one day it quit working. I'm like, what the hell? So I took it in. The guy's like, oh, it's got to have a dead battery. So I went and bought batteries, and he soldered the new terminal leads on, and it still didn't work. And sent it in for warranty. And the guy's like, oh, the surface mount fuse blew on it, and you can't replace a surface mount fuse, so we got to replace the board. And the guy at the vape shop sent him $85 to replace the board. And when I got it back, the battery was dead. And it was a brand new battery. I'm like, what the hell? The battery's dead. How can the battery be dead? And the guy at the vape shop's like, well, here's a charger, try to charge it. So I tried to charge it for like a week and a half, and it made it to like its minimum. Because, you know, every battery has like, well, at least, well, maybe you don't know. So say you got 11.1, I think those are 11.1 volt batteries, 11.1, 11.2 LiPo batteries. If you get them, at least the LiPo batteries, if you go less than like 80%, um, the energy density drops like immensely, and you basically lose the ability to charge it. It won't charge back up if it drops. So basically you have a crap. So basically the power curve, you know, you want it to be like just going down just a little bit like that. But once you hit, you know, it'll go like this, and then once you hit 80%, it's like straight down, and it won't take that power back after it's gone. But he's like, well, it's down at 6 volts, and it's going up. So I was like, okay, I'll try it. So I borrowed his freaking charger, his balance charger, and which charges using, instead of using the main line, it uses the balance cables. And after a week and a half, it had made it to like 9.25 or something. And 9.2 on the 11.1 batteries is like right at 80%. It wouldn't go above the 80%. And I cleaned out my car and happened to find the old battery that old boy said was bad. Freaking took it in the house, metered it, and it was like 8.8. Plugged it into the balance charger, and that bad boy freaking spun right up to freaking full charge in less than normal amount of time. I forgot we're making upgrades, not drawers. So we need a butt ton of sticks. And we might have the blanks. We do have the blanks. Okay, good. We didn't need to make more drawers then. I made more drawers because I thought we needed blanks. But as you can tell, truthfully, that is probably not enough sticks. But we're gonna roll with it, see what we can do. I think they go on the corners like this, and the metals. No, I don't think they do anymore. The metals go on the outside iron. I don't think we're ever gonna have an issue for iron, especially recently, since 90% of the stuff in those things downstairs is iron. We might have enough sticks. I can't wait till we get to something that can... Wait a minute. Now that I'm thinking about it, crafter. There should be an Ender IO crafter. Oh, it is right there. That's how I was making my sticks in that world we were checking out before. Oop, that ain't right. New coil? No. Why was I going to type crafter in there? And they're not that hard to make, but they use power, but they only make one thing. So we need 2 of them to make sticks, or 3 of them to make... Yeah, actually, that might be an idea. 3 of them, like 1 of them... Like, we can make a sawmill. A sawmill would actually be a good way to go, too. The precision sawmill, I think it's called, from one of the thermals. We'll have to look at logs, because 1 of them, even in Kappa mode, will kick out freaking like 6 or 8 planks per 6 or 8 planks per log, and then kick that Coolio. Dude, this guy. I'm golfing tomorrow, so I'm either going to be late or I might not be on at all tomorrow. I need to put that on the schedule. I need to find what time tomorrow. He reads the entire text that has 2 statements and doesn't respond to both of them. I asked him what time I needed to pick him up, and I told him that I could fit my clubs in my trunk with my speakers. And he's like, oh, cool. Well, that doesn't answer the question about what time I'm picking you up, Dippy. We were short 4 stacks of sticks. Diamond. I really like the power system. I mean, we're going to need a lot more of it, but I like the way it works right now. 1. No, that's 2. Yeah, so if we can get that set up, and then 2 crafters, 1 to make sticks and 1 to make freaking crop sticks, so I don't have to keep doing it over here and spending 20 minutes sitting here doing this garbage to make, basically the same thing I'm doing right now to make crop sticks. That would be awesome. Okay, so now we need to figure out what's backed up in here. It's the white stuff, whatever the white stuff is. Nether quartz dust, of which we don't even... Is it going? Yes, but we still need to let it drain. And what are the other things I have in my pocket? I have the ender dust. Is that really 400? So we're nowhere near on that. Fluix dust. 97? Did I remove those downstairs? The fluix dust and the ender dust. The green ender pearl dust. Fluix and ender pearl dust. Because if I already moved them down here, then those are... No, I didn't move them down here. Or did I? Ender pearl dust. Well, that's full. I think we get that from both sides. Fluix dust, that's full. And I didn't put the other stuff down here, did I? No, I didn't. Unless it's down over there somewhere. I don't see it though. Yeah, it's fine the way it is. Because it'll work. Okay. Actually, do I still have a void upgrade on me? I don't know. Yeah, we'll mess with that later. Actually, let me... I wish you could click stuff into those on both sides. Or on all sides, but you gotta be in the front. And I'll load that... How full is that? Not very full. Okay. And someday that glowstone machine's gonna run out of glowstone. Where we had that, it was totally full from the top. That should be keeping up now. I love this GUI. It is so freaking awesome. Yeah, the drop frames are going up. And I'm assuming the drop frames are going up because I'm now communicating with the server over the net. So, yeah, that's gone down. I think that was at like 130,000, so it's gone down like 10,000. Okay, so we need to look at... I want to look at the pedals. Hopefully these don't take too long. And by the time they're 10, 10, 10, we should have more than enough freaking flower or pedals to last the entire game. And if not, then we can just swap the stuff back in. What? What am I wearing? Okay, there's a glitch in there somewhere. What in the hell? Why? Okay. That's a Galacticraft helmet with a freaking whatever the hell on it. And I don't know why my shirt is glowing. What in the hell? What outfit am I wearing? I think that's a whole Galacticraft outfit that I don't have. Okay. Can I go back there? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to pretend to know. Maybe it's something that's left over from when I opened up that other mod. Okay, so petals. We need mystical flower seed. Seed. They're all these. We need orange. And orange is yellow. Oh, great. Yellow and red. So we're going to end up making most of these, I think. Well, we need to do it for quests anyway, but... And they all need to be... Okay, how do you make a yellow? Dandelion, orange. And these have to be on Podzol. And I have to use this to work with the Podzol. Is that Podzol? No, that's Soul Sand. Podzol's over here. And I have 5. Well, I guess that works. We need... Well... On that note, I want to see if there's anything in here. I don't check this thing often enough. Okay. And... Whoops. Down here. Okay, that must have went over full once. So to do this, at least the first part, we need that. We needed yellow, dandelion, orange. I should have kept those. Well, what am I doing? Orange. Did we not make orange? Blue, daisy. Oh, orange isn't orange. I guess that's kind of orange. And we need... I guess all the sticks are up here. Oops. One thing we do need to do is... let's keep... We don't have 9 right there. We need to keep some of these. And then the rest of them I'm going to dump. 9. I've already got them growing over in the system, so... This is probably... Why? I guess that makes sense. Because it wants to keep the 10-10-10s. We don't need to keep them, though. And, whoops. We need the sticks. And we can stick them... What is that, dandelion? I don't want to carry any extra seeds that we don't need on us. That way they don't get mixed up and we accidentally throw them away like I did before. Then we had to remake them and stuff, and that was stupid. But these are all 10-10-10, so it should only take a minute to 10-10-10 these. And we can look at other stuff while that's happening. This thing is fighting for bandwidth, I think. Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to finish that off. And we got... Can I reach that one from here? It doesn't really matter. I don't think I can place it. Yeah, that's not going to work. That works. Okay. I guess we are still getting some lag. Is it going to show up? No. What in the... This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. And I can't just look at the console. You know what? I just figured out. Let me get rid of this. That may help with the stupid lag. And then we can go like that, and find the seed and plant it. And I'll come back in a second after I drop off these seeds. Get the yellow goes over here. The orange goes over on the other side. And I can make a chest for... Make a drawer for... I really actually kind of want... Kind of makes sense, I think, to put all of the petals in the same area, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean, guys. Come on now. You know what I mean. So, what I'm... Oops. What I'm gonna do... I think there's room over here to do this. That torch is gonna piss me off. Yeah, I think I'm gonna move this torch over one. F7. Okay. And... What? What's up? Oh, I got you. So this can go here. I'm gonna move the white ones over too. How you doing today, man? No, I'm not angry. Ooh. Gonna have to flip that around. Now you got me thinking I'm angry and I can feel like my face is cringing up. F7. Turn this on. Wow. Wow. I'm assuming you're asking a question. Am I married or divorced? Yeah. I've been married and now I'm divorced. I'm not sure what you mean by VN. And I'm not sure what ghost inhaling is. Holy crap. I was in the United States Marine Corps for 13 years. Oh, I got you, Vape Nation. Yeah, I got you. I got you, VN. Um, what was I doing? We need to get that going. I kind of want. We don't need to store logs. You know, that's right. There's a better way to store logs. I've met a few British Marines once in Bridgeport, California, at our cold weather training center. They sent their special forces there to do the cold weather training. I would rather not be called daddy. Okay. Just take care of these sticks. We can do quantum. What? No, no, no. Deep storage. I was thinking quantum storage. Oh, no, we can't. How do you make that? Reinforced obsidian? Vibrant capacitor? Holy garbage. Um, I don't know. Whoa, hold on. Why is that? Okay, that looks better. Um, really the only stuff I know how to do, I can't do circles, I can't do or rings or whatever. I can do some of that stuff you can do down on the table, but my camera is on the top of my monitor and can't see the table. So that'd be kind of actually if I had a cup somewhere. I mean, that's not a very good trick either. Like filling up a cup and pouring it, that's kind of stupid. Um Kind of wanted deep storages, but I really don't want to deal with freaking reinforced obsidian. And what's that? Same thing. That's a lot of obsidian. Hold on. Well, hold on. I really want deep storage units for that stuff, but I really don't want to make. Oh, what's this? Vacuum chests. Oh, I didn't even see that. That's a lot easier. Uh, yeah, a lot easier. Zero. I did go to Iraq, but I was an aircraft mechanic, so I didn't. I saw Iraqis, but they were all working on base. Okay, that's done. Pretty much. Actually, yeah, we could stop that right now, actually. There's 4 more down in the ground. This lag is really starting to bug the crap out of me. And I thought putting it on a freaking dedicated server would help, and it's not really helping. Okay, so we got 9 of those. I don't know what that is. How did I cope with day-to-day or oh, yeah, that actually really sucked to tell you the truth. Like they talk about um like inmates in prisons becoming institutionalized, not being able to handle the outside world when they get out. That's kind of the same thing, which sounds kind of bad, but um, you get to the point where you have a set routine. You know exactly how the rules work. You are the sergeant. You are in charge. Um, you have set goals. Everything is set for you, or you know, or you set it yourself, and you know exactly how it's going to work. And then you get out, and you're like, now you want me to go get a seasonal job at Lowe's, making freaking $7.75 an hour when you were making like $25 an hour leading people. And yeah, lots of depression came along with that and stuff. And I got out in 2009, and I've been dealing with that. Actually, I think I'm still kind of dealing with that, but I'm almost done with school. About to go get a job making twice as much money as I was making in the military. And things are going to be great. Uh, yeah, from time to time I do. And I live in a state where it's legal, so that's oh, I didn't want that. I wanted seeds. Uh we're looking for orange. Orange. Okay, so we need red now. And red poppy, red tulip. And we need to use this guy here because it has silk touch. Oops, wrong button. I knew that was going to happen. We need red poppies and red tulips. I think most of the ones after these first couple all come from petal seeds, so you don't have to worry about changing the dirt anymore. Come on. Oh, and I forgot the dirt. It helped to have the dirt. I wanted that down there. Okay. So, bling. Hold on a second, I'll check it. I'll catch up here in a second. Oh man, I hate this garbage. You need a damn tool. And one good thing about working with the petals is you don't have to worry about other stuff cropping up. Oh, I gotcha. For yeah, and there's only, well, what was it? The first round of states was Washington State and Colorado, and then Oregon's legalized it now. I think California is going to legalize it or has, and there's a bunch of others. Well, probably not a bunch, but there's a handful of other states that have legalized it. It's still federally illegal. So, like where I live right now is a low income, federally funded low income building or property. So if for some reason it would never happen, but if for some reason the feds came in to my apartment and smelled weed or found weed, they could arrest me under federal DEA charges of possession and use of an illegal substance. So, like, vape works because it doesn't leave a smell. And if they found it, I guess I'd still be screwed, but they couldn't prove that I was using it unless they did it. And I can walk out on the sidewalk. Well, I guess you're supposed to use it in a private residence, but okay, I could walk to the guy across the street's house and use it legally and come back here, and they couldn't say, well, you used it here. Well, can you prove it? And if you look back at history, the only reason why marijuana was illegal, at least in the United States, was the paper lobby. Um, Paper, and still is, but at the time was mostly made by wood, and they finally figured out that they could make better paper out of hemp. So the paper lobby made marijuana illegal in the United States. There was no um, reason other than that. There was no health concerns. They made up the health concerns because the paper lobby came up with them. My sister gave me a book, uh, like something. I think it was called Reefer Madness, actually, um, where they talked about how there was absolutely no medical reason why they banned marijuana. It was all because of the paper, which is kind of weird, but I'm going to collect this quest. There's this one quest. Whoops. This one quest right here. I don't really need the floor fertilizer or the chance cube, but like I just collected it. In 3 minutes, I can do it again just by having that same stuff in my inventory. But I don't need the floral fertilizer, so it doesn't really matter. I just like collecting it because it goes ding. Okay, so this should be ready to roll. Where? Where in the hell did you come from? He must have spawned up there. Hey, Dinkus. Dinkus, are you ready to die? You just stand down there for a minute. Yep. Oh, and that gave me another modifier on the glowstone bolts. Alright, cool. Okay, so we can get this going. How did I do this before? I put a torch somewhere to keep the... Thank you for the follow. I'll catch up with that here in just a second. I'm gonna put this torch down. Can't put it there. In my other world, I had it somewhere crazy like that. I can't reach that. Okay, that works. Okay. So we shouldn't worry about zombies anymore. Did we get all the seeds out of there? Yeah, where? Whatever. We can drop these in here. What else do we have? Now we have a loot bag. We don't need the yellows. Give me a second, I'll check the chat. I'm not sure how they do it here. I think, well, to grow it, you still have to have a license. Like, you can't grow... There was rumors that they were going to allow, like me, if I had a backyard, I could grow up to, like, 2 plants in my backyard. I don't think that ever went through. So, and then you can't sell it. You have to have a license to sell it. If they caught you selling it, then that's just as bad as, you know, well, selling it on the street like people used to do. And people still do that because some of the best, well, I guess not even anymore. Most of the best weed just comes straight from, you know, the dispensaries or whatever you want to call them. Where I'm at, they're just freaking weed stores or weed shops. But, yeah, so they have major issues, like banks. They can't bank. They can't have a store bank account. They can't take, most of them can't take credit cards. So they're dealing in only cash, and they have a huge safe in the back room that's just full of freaking cash. So they're, you know, huge security problems. And to grow it, you have to have a license. If they catch you even with one plant without, and, you know, so that's getting heavily taxed. The weed operations themselves, the stores are getting heavily taxed. Some of the places are a lot easier than other places. Like, there's a place near me that you walk in and it's just like a store. There's just freaking, you know, weed all over the place, and you tell the guy behind the, you know, I want some of that, and they hand you the baggie, and you walk over to the register and you pay for it. But I've been in other places in downtown where They have it all out in displays, and there's like 8 guys on the floor on the showroom floor, and they're all packing heat. Like they all got freaking semi-automatic pistols, and then they give you like an order card. You write down on the they write down on the card what you point out that you want, and they take you to a little window that's the 3 foot black, 3 foot thick bulletproof glass and blah blah blah, and then you hand them through the little safety box, your little card, and slide through your money through a little safety box like at the bank, and then they slide the weed through the thing. So some places think security is one really major big deal, and the other ones, like the people at the door, because there's one entrance and one exit, they're packing. So if you get through the door, you get upstairs, you're not getting out. The other places, you can basically get in and out, but you're not getting anything but samples, and the samples are probably just freaking oregano. So it's oh yeah. Yeah, like the first 2 states, Washington and Colorado, like their tax revenue like freaking like doubled or tripled or some crap like that. It was like over 100% more tax revenue. In Washington State, I don't know about Colorado. Colorado's probably the same. Most states have sales tax, so they were getting the weed tax. They were getting the tax they were getting from the growth of the weed, and then from the weed tax, and then the normal sales tax. Their tax revenue freaking jumped way high, and especially on border cities, like the border with Oregon, or the border with what is that, Idaho and Colorado. God, man, now I can't even freaking remember how the states sit. I think it's Idaho stretches down Washington, and then Oregon, I guess, is where Colorado or Wyoming or something, Utah. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. So Colorado is on the other side of Wyoming, I think, but whatever. So any of those border cities, the revenue was a lot higher because people would cross the border, buy a whole butt ton of weed, and then go back across the border. So weed carrying offenses in the border states were a lot higher also. And I think that's part of why the states bordering the first 2 states are starting to legalize, just because they have this major issue with people carrying the stuff across the border. And I need to start draining that. Actually, it's kind of nice to have some people to talk to. I mean, I talk to the regulars, but, talk about something other than Minecraft. That way I can do the more boring stuff, like mess with these stupid plants. And this is probably done. Yeah, that's done. Actually, I want this way. Actually, one thing I haven't checked yet today is... Yeah, that's the way it was here too. Like, it was a federal law saying that weed was a controlled substance, and then the states decided that they were basically no longer going to enforce the federal law at the local level. So if a state, county, or local police officer was to, say, pull you over for a speeding ticket and find weed in your car, he would no longer give you a weed ticket. But the DEA that presides in these states will still give you a federal ticket. A lot of them won't because of the state laws, but they still can. And when they made it legal, I was like, when you talk about it, you're like, okay, what is a reasonable amount for a person to carry around on their person, right? What is a, and when I was in high school, before I went in the Marine Corps, you know, an eighth or a dime bag, an eighth was like $40, and a dime bag was obviously $10. You might think that's a reasonable amount to carry around on your person. They decided that the reasonable amount to carry around on your person for personal use as you're, walking around town is an ounce. Like, how the hell is an ounce reasonable use? But I'm not going to complain. You allow me to carry an ounce around, I probably would carry an ounce around if I had the money to buy it. But yeah, interesting stuff. The way they come up with these rules, like seriously, a reasonable amount. 90% of people that go to the pot shop and buy weed, they're buying a freaking dime bag because it costs $10. And a dime bag, I don't even know how much the weight of a dime bag is. I guess, well, since it's always $10, it depends on the weed. But an ounce, that's a, I mean, well, I guess too. I know some people that they don't live in the state that I live in, and they were growing it in their backyard before it was legal, and they would carry around a lot more than an ounce. But I mean, yeah, and a lot of um. All right, I'll talk to you later, man. Nice talking to you. But I know what was that? Like I've been to concerts. Like you're not allowed to smoke weed in a public area, right? So a park or at a public restaurant or an amphitheater where they're having a concert. And they had my son wanted to go see Fall Out Boy. I'm sure you've all heard of Fall Out Boy. But the opening act was Wiz Khalifa, which I don't get how the hell Wiz Khalifa ended up being opening for freaking Fall Out Boy. But Wiz Khalifa's whole thing is smoking weed, and as soon as he came out, he's like, "All right, everybody, light it up." So he freaking, he busts out his joint, and everybody else freaking, lit up the whole area, and you could just see clouds of smoke just rising out of this outdoor amphitheater, and there was county sheriffs, probably 100 of them outside in the where buy beer and stuff in the bathrooms and all that crap. Not one of them came in and did a single thing. But you're not gonna. I mean, what is 100 guys gonna do when there's 20,000 people inside? There's not one thing they can do. They arrest one person and they're picking on that one guy, and they'll get freaking sued. They try to arrest everybody, everybody will split, and they'll sue the freaking amphitheater for their money back because 10 minutes after things started, they got shut down. That's another reason why old laws like that just need to, you know, catch up with the ages. Orange is yellow and red. Okay, we got the reds done. Yeah, some of those old laws, like, I don't know, Marine Corps, or not Marine Corps order, the freaking UCMJ, the Uniform Code of Military Justice for the United States of America, actually has an order in it, or an article that says you're only allowed to have sex in a missionary style. Which, for people not in the know, right? That's, your basic woman on the bed and the dude on the top. But I'm sure that most people know that. But that, by law, is the only way a United States military member can engage in, that kind of stuff. Like, and I've actually, outdated law 100%, right? So I've actually heard of people getting charged with that, not following the military code of, or uniform code of military justice in their sexual habits. Like, for example, an MP walking by investigating a disturbance in base housing, peeps through a window because a guy didn't close it, and his wife's, hooking up some oral, and they both get arrested, and freaking, uh, he loses rank because it wasn't missionary style. Like that, totally outdated. Same thing with weed. Weed is something that people are gonna do. You're not gonna stop it. There's so much medicinal stuff that's been bred into it now that is unfreaking believable. Why stop? Why even think about trying to stop it? It's stupid. And there's so much money that can be made. Like, I don't know, dude. It's freaking crazy. Like, and then there's libertarian type people. You too, man. I'll see you next time. But well, now there's people like libertarian type people or constitutionalists in the United States that believe every every individual should be responsible for their own actions, right? So, I mean, obviously, if you go kill somebody, you'll still go to jail. But if you want to be a freaking crack addict, then you're totally, their way of thinking is you should totally be able to just be a crack addict if that's what you want to do. Um, and a lot of people don't like that idea. They're like, well, for the public safety, people can't use crack. Well, truthfully, I mean, other than driving under the influence of crack or somebody trying to get money to get crack and them robbing you, what is the public safety issue at hand? Is it really you trying to keep everybody safe, or is it you trying to come up with a rule to control the community and keep them in the state that you want them in? Like everybody should be, and I kind of believe that to a point. Everybody should be responsible for their own deeds, right? Um, but I don't think. Well, now I'm confusing the hell out of myself. But there's points to like they totally think that most laws like don't arrest anybody. They should just pay the consequences for what they done. Right? Well, you can't really do that because there's the guy that's going to go out and he's going to kill someone. How do you pay the consequences if there's no law to stop you from killing someone? You know what I mean? We got yellow. So you're going to have some knucklehead that's going to do that, and then you're going to have freaking a public outcry because now people can go kill people if they want to as long as they pay the consequences, but there's no consequences. So how do you take care of that? You know what I mean? I think that's the big flaw with and I could be, grossly misunderstanding exactly what the libertarian or constitutional platform is, but whatever. And then there's other little idiosyncrasies like the 10th Amendment of the United States Constitution that says, social matters will be, in not so many words, well, actually a lot more words, social issues should be handled by the individual states. Well, that's not being done. Like, for instance, the federal Department of Education. Education is a social issue. It depends on where in the country you reside, what skills are needed to work in that specific environment. So, like, teaching somebody how to... Oh, I can't even think of a good thing. Like, in West Virginia, you're going to teach somebody about the dangers in a coal mine. They mine coal, right? That's what they do there. You're not going to teach them, and they're, mostly mountainous. You're not going to have classes that teach them agriculture when you're living in a state that a majority of it's mountainous, or at least my understanding, a majority of it's mountainous. Or, okay, say that it's a county that's in a mountainous area. You're not going to teach agriculture, right? But now the way that they got the federal Department of Education set up, everybody in every state in the United States of America, including Alaska and Hawaii, freaking get taught exactly the same thing. That's no good. I mean, certain states require different things. Like different countries, you won't learn the same thing in the UK that you're going to learn in the United States. It's just inherently different stuff. But let's make sure this thing's empty. I'm clicking buttons. I'm clicking buttons. Okay, so that's all orange. I already set up the orange one, right? Okay, this is the first one that we're going to need for one of these seeds. Or not seeds, for one of these flowers. We got white already too, so that knocks that one out. Actually, we already did red too, so that knocks that one out. What's yellow? Actually, we already did yellow too because we needed to get orange. Pink. Okay. Purple, which we need, good. And white, which we have. Purple is magenta and blue, and we don't have any of those. Okay, so when this is done, we can work on those. I should click on them to find out what's required. Okay. Actually, while that's doing its thing, I'm going to come down here and check this stupid thing. Still crunching iron. No, working on magnesium. This thing should be... Wow, good. I was going to say it should be close to empty. It is close to empty. Wait a minute. There's that one that I added. It must be getting sucked straight out of the thing. That's good. That's good. And that's that stuff, the magnesium. I didn't add it to this, so it's not going into that system. That was one of the mistakes I did last night, was I made the master inverted. The black list is here, and a total mirror of it. The white list, except for magnesium, all goes into here. Like if I went through and redid this list, then all the ingots would stay in here and get sucked out. But that's not the way that I did it. This thing should be backed up. Oh, I could probably turn that back on now. And that should be feeding into here. Yeah. Okay. So this thing's about done. Once this... Is that full? Oh, crap. Yeah, that is full. So once all that iron comes through... Once that drawer is empty, then I will open this one back up over here. Which is, again, almost full. I just don't want this box to back up. Okay, that's empty. Let's open it. I think that must have a speed upgrade in it. Nope. Okay. Well, these should be done now. We're close to it. Yeah, close to it. I kind of want to do that thing I did in that other world where I did the quantum or the deep storage units for the wood. Run that through a... Do I have a piece of wood? No. Let me grab a piece of wood and figure out what the best machine is for that. And then we can have sticks and planks and wood falling out of our toes. Okay, so use... Okay, one of these puts out a lot more wood than... Ooh. I don't know. I think that's the Infinity Sword. Or something like that. It's the sword, yeah. One of those... I want to get the World Breaker. The World Breaker is definitely freaking awesome. How do you make Philosopher... Whoop, okay, not doing that right now. Okay, go back. One of these grinding machines Precision sawmill makes 6. And 100%, and that's a mechanism? Okay, we'll just remember. Precision sawmill makes 6. A sawmill also makes 6. And that's a thermal, I think. Sag mill just makes the powders. Magnum torch. What are these things? Actually, I could, well, if I made another brewing stand, not brewing, yeah, brewing stand, I could probably make that. Oh, the coke, oh, that'll make charcoal. I didn't know you could do that in any mod pack. I thought that was just Age of Engineering. Because you can't make furnaces, or you can't use furnaces to make charcoal. You can burn the wood in them, I think, but they, and you can't make, in that mod pack, you can't smelt the ores. You have to do it in a smeltery. I think we're back to the beginning. So we're looking for a sawmill or a precision sawmill. Let's look at just sawmill. Precision sawmill is something we can't make right now because of these. We only have one of those, and you need the pneumatic raft plastic to make the pneumatic raft capacitor to make these things. This is just osmium. This one here we should be able to make easy. Yeah, that's easy. So we'll make one of those in a little bit. That way we can have more sticks and not have to make them. And these are 10, 10, 10s. So they go back. How'd I end up with 10? We don't need the extra. Okay, we don't need that. Okay. Okay, now we need to look at... I can't remember. We don't need those. We don't need this extra one. There was... Okay, well... I'm gonna add... sawmill to my list. Okay, so we're looking at seeds again. And where were we? We were looking at purple, I think. Purple. And purple is magenta, and blue. Blue, I think. You gotta be kidding me. And that's got blue in it too. So we need to do another dirt transplant. So we need a blue orchid and an allium. Blue orchid. Blue orchid. And this purple one. And let's grab this. Hey, what's going on, man? You just missed an interesting conversation about freaking legalizing weed in the UK. Where is my pick? Do I still have dirt? Yeah. Yeah, that was actually kind of interesting. And somebody asked me, because I was vaping, if I vaped weed, and I'm like, I do live in a state where it is legal. So, yeah, kind of. And that kind of grew. But, you know, stuff happens. Here, hold on. I did run into... Dang. Oh, my God. I was having that lag yesterday. I think you were on yesterday. I was having that lag yesterday, so I moved the save to a dedicated server. Hold on. An offsite dedicated server. And now I'm getting drop frames, and I know why it is. It's because my client, my game client, has to communicate through the internet to the server to get the information. Well, I'm also trying to push a stream out the same pipe. So, I mean, what I need to do is run the connection wizard while playing the game, so that OBS can set everything up correctly for that usage of the bandwidth, or that piece of bandwidth being missing by the game being played. Or run two separate computers, which a lot of people do. And I don't think I really have the money to do that right now. I mean, really? Yeah, actually, I'd want a... You don't really need a really good machine to do that, but I'd want to have a decent one. That's a blue orchid. I need the blue mystical. Okay. Need to put the flower or the petals in there. I'm guessing I have more petals somewhere in my hand. I must have just put them away. Key. What do we got? 9 orange. These need to go in here. The blue and the allium, and I think the allium's over here, or the blue right there. And I think, is that magenta? No, and that's light blue. Why did that not fit? Oh, because I'm on the key. And the magenta, I need to get rid of that leaf. Okay. Yeah, so things have been interesting this morning. Actually, on that note, I built this thing down here yesterday. Here, I'll go back to that. Along with this up here, that's growing dark steel, whatever this is, iron, blaze, coal, and energetic alloy, and that's getting crunched in this thing, that compactor, to make it into, like, the iron essence makes ores, the dark steel and the coal makes coal, dark steel makes ingots, energetic alloy makes ingots, the blaze rods makes blaze rods, obviously. Set up this laser drill and an induction smelter. And the induction smelter needs sand, so I built this framework and put sag mills in it to make sand, and we use a lot of silicone, so I made a filter for that. And instead of using drawers, I decided to do this for some reason. Well, actually, I know why. Man, it is going to take forever for this thing to catch up. But yeah, like, I spent like 2 or 3 hours down here getting a filter set up. This filter has, basically everything that I don't want, so everything that this thing produces, all the ingots, and then all the ores and stuff, well, and then all the stuff that comes through that, and everything, big long list. And then I made a white list, made a copy of this one, made a white list over here, and these are just buffer chests basically for... Are you serious? There's no way. I just put a freaking upgrade today. What? I thought I did. Oh, that stupid thing. Maybe I didn't do it because I couldn't reach it. I could have sworn I put a freaking upgrade. Yeah. That should be going up now. Yes. I'm going to turn off the F7. Yeah, I went back up to where I'm doing the 10-10-10ing. and there was a zombie up there, so that's why I had that turned on. I don't even know where the hell the zombie came from, to tell you the truth. There shouldn't be any zombies up there. But there is a freaking... I haven't seen it. That was the first time. If it is what I'm thinking, there is a problem with this mod pack. The zombies will just appear in places where they're not supposed to. Like some glitch happens somewhere and just all of a sudden you get a zombie for no reason. Even, like, you could probably get it to spawn in a too high space in a cube of glowstone blocks. Like, obviously it shouldn't, but sometimes it happens. And usually, truthfully, it's on dirt around the base of... Oh, maybe that's where he came from. Like, on dirt or grass around the base of mob farms is usually where I see them show up. But I had one here. And it might be... He might have spawned on the podzol with the sticks, because the podzol with the sticks is still spawnable space for some reason. And we need... I'm pretty sure we got mystical orange in the Huya over here. Yeah. And I think we're about done making freaking seeds, and we can make some flowers and build a freaking Gia Boss platform. The reason why I'm doing these seeds is the way I do the Gia Boss, or Gia, whatever, is uses Botania flowers to help you out. So it's not as freaking stupid crazy. And actually, on that note, I should go see... While that's doing that, I can check on the lotuses. Dude, we should be over 2,000 by now. Almost. And turn this thing off. I want to go check on the cold machine. I've been over here, but don't think I checked the cold machine. I just checked these chests. And that's okay. That's okay. I'm carrying a freaking loot bag. Okay, that's still full. That's still pretty much full. That's kicking out loot bags. Fairly steadily. And, okay. What? Hold on, did you see that? I'm gonna wait. Check that out in the freaking stream. Obviously there's a little bit of a delay, but... Oh, what? Dude, okay. This buffering thing, I'm about to... Yeah, there you go. What the hell is that? Ugh. That jumpiness when I was flying across that... I thought it was lag, but now it's not doing it. Like at first I thought it was just lag from being over here. I don't know, that's freaking weird. Like, I'm seeing problems now that I haven't seen in a long time, so maybe running a local server on a separate machine would be better. I think. Literally, I could go to Walmart and buy a $200 laptop, and that would be power enough to run the server. That might be an option. Because this is... I don't like the drop frames. That's 19,500 drop frames. And I think I dropped a total of maybe 100 frames in the last 2 weeks before today. And now we're at 20,000, and it's continually creeping up. This is insane. Okay, that's good enough. We can get our 9 from this. Turn that back on. Okay. We already got that. We just got some of those. Um, we need some of these blues for um, for the purples and the other colors. Where are we? Okay, so we just did blue. We didn't need blue, but we needed blue for purple. And wait a minute, that was the blue. This is the purple. Purple needs magenta, and magenta needs blue. So we need red and blue. And I already made red. Why am I not getting the dingy dingies when I get these seeds? Blue. How many have I done? I guess I did get the dingy dingy. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. We'll just keep that there for right now. So we need blue and red. And red. And that's blue. Okay. So let's set this up. Don't have to change dirt this time. I hope we're done having to change the stupid dirt. But also on that note, with these, we're going to end up with extras. Because now we're dealing with all three of the items are growing on podzol, so we can end up with extra reds or blues. Unlike when you're dealing with the dirt, you can't get the daisies to grow on the podzol. But last time we did this, we had luck. Mystical red, nope. Magenta. We'll let that guy mature. Actually, we can put these up here now. Put, and the 10, 10, 10 one can go. Okay, that's full. Okay, that's good. And I'll just actually, I'll hold on to the sticks. We don't need these extras. And this should be ready by now. Ready enough. Okay, there goes the magenta one. We need to set up a drawer for the magentas. And a key. We don't need two sets of drawers on our hotbar. That's it for definite. And I'm going to wait till this guy pops up to 100% mature. There he goes. That just makes it a little faster. Let's see how... Is it still stupid full? Yeah. And it's not stuck. It's going to be working on that iron for days. Is there anything else in here that needs to be going out? I haven't made a rich slag drawer yet. Probably should get on that. And we need to either get a pulverizer or a sag mill or something down there to take care of those ores. Or a furnace, a normal type furnace. But right now, well, that's 10, 10, 10ing. We can start looking at the sawmill. Actually, we can just up and make the sawmill. But let's start with the basic frame, which is this. A machine chassis. Dang it. I wish that field was either a little bigger, or the clickable space was a little bigger, or this field was a little smaller. Invar. We need 4. That's good. Glass. I should do a big batch of these, but I'm not going to do that right now. Because we're going to end up needing them for a lot of stuff. And we can start this and come back and get that in a minute. Whoa, I love getting stuck inside the wall of my smeltery. That is the most fun ever. Why is this not clicking away? Oh, because it's waiting on that. Okay. Okay. Actually, that thing might be pretty much done by now. Pretty much. Yeah, and if you don't have the drawer here, it just tosses out into the world, and it's just like you drop something, it just freaking hangs out there on the ground, which is no good. So you got to have some kind of inventory or a pipe there to catch the stuff. Um, redstone reception coil. I think it was planks and an iron axe. And we should have the stuff to do that now, I think. Oh, copper gears. I don't know if we have copper gears. Copper. 8 ingots of copper. You know what? We'll just make a bunch. Turn that off. And then by the time this is done and we make that sawmill, we can go back over there and that'll definitely be done. Okay. These. And this thing, it spits them out onto that conveyor belt. And like I was saying yesterday, any conveyor belt that is on top of this thing that looks like the machine, those conveyor belts are actually part of the machine. So you can't pick anything up from that, and you can't use this to drop it. You have to have another conveyor belt with... it doesn't have to have the scaffolding. I just think it looks funny if there's nothing underneath it. You don't have to have something underneath it, but... you know, stuff happens. We don't necessarily have to hang out and wait for these either. We just need 2. But I like the way they auto catch themselves. It makes it a lot easier for when you get into full automation of that they'll auto throw back into a interface or something like that. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That's the problem. We might have actually had the gears. It doesn't work right with the, doesn't work right with the non-stacking items. Okay, so now we have that. These should be done. I guess that was a quest. These should definitely be done. Done. Okay, we need to keep 9. Actually, on that note, let's break these now. And let's turn this back on and come back over here and pick the ones out of this that just hit the ground. And I had 9 separated. Okay. Wait a minute, why do I have reds? Those are reds, right? Yeah. How do I end up with extra reds? I guess I just didn't throw them away yet. Okay, whatever. So we'll throw them away. And I did notice when I was looking at the deep storages, there is a cheaper way to make the deep storages. I think we need a magenta. Let's see if there's a... yeah, we need a 10-10-10 for crafting or the breeding. So let's get the seeds back up. We need a purple. Purple is magenta and blue. Okay. Yeah, this is actually going really fast, to tell you the truth. And having a conversation that wasn't really involving Minecraft kind of helped. But, yeah. And the sawmill, I got a way to, automate once I get it built. I've got a way to automate the manufacture of the sticks or the crop sticks. Okay, we're looking for, what is that? Magenta? We're looking for purple. Okay. Blue. Blue. Yeah, this thing's dropping frames like nobody's freaking business. Magenta. I really need to have a second computer. I'd really like to have a second computer that could do the encoding too. That would probably help my FPS. But right now, I'm not. Blue. Wait a minute. Are these magenta? Damn it. I needed purple. That's a 10-10-10, right? Not yet analyzed. I'm pretty sure that all of my blues. Actually, that blue. I'm going to swap this guy. Make sure I get a 10-10-10 there. Put these back. I could have sworn. That was stupid. It'll be okay, though. So how you doing today, Clips? Sticks. Looking for purple, not magenta. Not blue. Purple. Am I missing something? Am I doing this? Oh, God. I hate second guessing myself. Magenta, blue. Okay. I guess this is just going to take forever. This is the first one all... Okay, purple. First one all day that was taking a while. And we used up all those sticks. We're going to need to make more sticks. And once that spreads to the last one, then I'll freaking find the purple, put this purple here, make a purple drawer. Yeah, I spent the time last night at the end of the stream going through... Wait a minute. That's not what I want to do. I want to do that. I'll put the sticks back. I need to put the blue and the magenta back. The 10-10-10s. And then the rest of them can go in the junk. They're all 10-10-10s, but they're all non-verified. Which doesn't really matter much, but we don't need all these extras. Literally, all we really need is one of each. And we could spread them out, but... while this is going, I think I'm going to... How much space do we have in here? How much space do we have in here? Okay, we have some space. Actually, this, whatever will fit in here can go in here. Alright. So let's, we don't need that anymore. Probably don't need torches. Don't need that. We'll have to get some of the stuff back out, but for right now, I just need to make some sticks. We've got a whole lot of planks already in the system, so I probably didn't need to do that, but actually, let's just do this the way I always do it. Use the machine here. Okay, we're out of those. And the, oh. Okay. We do get sticks from witches, but, I guess I just used them all. But now this should keep this thing happy for a while. And that's gonna take another minute or two. We can look at this again and make sure that it's not backed up. Okay. All this redstone stuff. Okay. Once the iron gets caught up, then all that other stuff will flow out. How many of these do we have now? 143. I haven't checked on these for a while. Oh. Oh, that's the... Okay, that's fine. I don't feel like adding those to the filters, so they can stay there for now. Huh. Deep storages. I don't know why the one that... Well, I guess they do that on purpose. When you look at deep storage... Seep. Deep storage unit. Oops, this one. I'm looking at this, right? Dimensional transceiver. Okay, that's a little much, right? For a deep storage. Reinforced obsidian. Okay, that's a little much too, right? And I spent all the time looking at that, and I didn't look down here where vacuum chest and a machine chassis in plastic. Vacuum chest. I mean, simple. And we could make one of those for logs. We could make one of those for the planks. We could probably make one of those for the sticks. Not for the crop sticks, because we're never going to need 200 or 2 billion freaking crop sticks. At least I hope we don't ever need 200 or 2 billion crop sticks. Okay, put 9 in here. Keep one purple. I'll just do this over here. Okay, so we have a purple for breeding if we need it. If we don't, actually, I don't even need to keep that. Let's look at the seeds again. Okay, orange we got, white we got, purple we got, red we got, yellow. I'm pretty sure we got yellow. That isn't what I wanted to do. Okay, yellow we got. Pink we don't have, light gray and cyan we don't have. So we need pink. Pink is probably that one. And pink is purple and white. Okay, so white. Magenta has an extra. Purple. Yeah, purple and white. Okay, that's the right stuff. We don't need the extra magenta. Okay. And truthfully, I haven't even looked to see how many of these we're getting. Yeah, we're not going to need any more than that, most likely. And if we do, I mean, getting more is fairly straightforward. You just plant them and take the breeding upgrades out of this thing and then fill the box in 20 minutes. We're looking for pink. White. White. Purple. Okay. Where'd my drink go? Purple. Purple. You know, I just thought of something. I probably don't need the local server still running. Unknown command. Stop should be a freaking legitimate freaking command. Okay, there it goes. Where did I get iron ingots from? Purple. And I thought the last one was taking forever. This one here, dang. Today, bro. Pink. Alright. Once this spreads, I'll plop it down there. Actually, I can just go like that and let it spread all around. Then I can go like that, get the dinghy, get these back out because I put them away a minute ago. Need the key too. Wait, I need the pink. Okay. I hate it when it does that. Okay, so this needs to be turned back on. Wait. Some of these go back in here. There should be a white one that's 10, 10, 10, and a purple one that's 10, 10, 10, and these should be nothings, and that's a 5, 5, 5. Because when you breed with a 10, 10, 10 with a 10, 10, 10, you end up with a 5, 5, 5. Okay. Yeah, this should only take a minute. Is there anything else? Yeah, just kind of hanging out, getting these done is probably the fastest way to do them. If we walk away and start working on something else, then it's going to take a lot longer. Other than like checking on how this stupid thing down here is doing. Um, Still cranking. Okay. What is that, 10? Alright. So 10 should start coming through. Get rid of those iron ingots. Yeah, I also had an issue last night with this thing where stuff that was supposed to be going over here that wouldn't fit over there was coming over here and turning into blocks, and then the essence was feeding into there, and so now the essence comes down from upstairs, from up there on the black channel, and the black channel feeds into this, so this is kind of a buffer, and only the stuff from up there, only the essences that need to go through this compactor go through here. And like, see, it's set to non-recursive compacting. Well, iron and gold and like all the ingots were coming well, all the ingots that can be compacted and the coal was coming through here. So I had blocks of dark steel, I had blocks of freaking energetic alloy, blocks of coal, I had blocks of all sorts of crap. Actually, I should make sure we don't have blocks of garbage in here. I don't see any. Yeah, but all these filters here are stored inside this filter and that filter. Because with the transfer node filters, you can stack them inside each other. So that's how that worked. There's probably a 10-10-10 already there. It just needs to... The other one had the 9 in the other spot. So maybe we don't have a 10-10-10 yet, but we will here soon. And we're going to have to make... We're going to have to make some runes. You know, actually, I could probably just turn that off for right now. And that should turn off the water. And it's not technically turned all the way off. Actually, I just thought of something. If we get another... Do we have those on us? No. Let me go grab... If we grab another one of those conduits, the non-insulated ones, and put it down to the machine itself, it'll turn the machine off. Unless there's a button. There's not a button, so we should be able to do that. And we can stand here, see it's moving. It should be turned off, though. Yeah, the idle redstone signal. Okay. So that'll stop chopping. Let that machine catch up, because every time it gets 9 of those iron essences, it makes 8 iron ore that need to be smelted, so this will let it catch up faster. And I'm sure we have enough dark steel and everything else to last for a good minute. Okay, we should have 9 now. Yeah. And yeah. The only one that shouldn't be 10-10-10 is the one in the middle. And that's still 10-10-10. It's just not registered as 10-10-10. And I don't think... Ooh. Let's empty this. Just gotta make sure... The only reason why I have that conduit there is sometimes the sticks end up in the output for some reason. So I catch the output, make sure that there's not a stick in it. Seed. What was that? That was pink. We need light gray. Light gray, gray, and white. Gray is black and white. Black is what? Blue and cactus. You are as crazy as me talking to yourself while playing and explaining stuff. Yeah. Um, dude, like, okay. I did move the game to that server that I was telling you about that I had, the offsite dedicated server. And there's an issue with that because now, like, before today, like from yesterday all the way back till I started streaming in the beginning, or what, I don't know, beginning of May. This is day 12 or 13, I think. I've dropped maybe 100 frames total the whole time. Today, after there's no timer on this version of OBS. I don't know how long I've been on, a couple hours, 2.5 hours, because I started at 4. I've dropped 26,000 frames. And I think it's because now Minecraft has to communicate through the internet to get to the server, so it's fighting for bandwidth with OBS. So a secondary computer with a local server might fix the problems. And I think yesterday's lag issues, because at the, what's my upload for OBS? Right now the bit rate's at like 5817, which is really, 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 or that's what it's trying to get. Let's see what Twitch says I'm actually pushing. 5999 or 5499 kilobits per second. And my max upload speed through my internet's 6. Like 6 whatever, 6 megabits per second, and I'm pushing that through, or I'm trying to push that through OBS, and it's dropping frames. That's whatever freaking it did, its little auto setup thing, and that's what it came up with. And it worked great yesterday, other than the game was laggy. And at the end of the stream yesterday, I wanted to load up one of my old maps so I could see how I set up the Gia boss fight platform. And as soon as I actually got that working, because Minecraft crashed right away when I tried to do that, and once I finally got it working, there was no more lag. So I think it just had like a bad instance. And I don't think I can change that while I'm streaming. I'd have to stop for a minute. And where's my mouse? There it is. Settings will, I don't think it'll let me change that while I'm streaming. Yeah, it's set to 6,000, which is my max upload speed. Will it let me change it? What'd you say, 4? It won't let me type it in. And it won't let me... Yeah, it won't let me type it in. I've got to end the stream for a minute to do that. Or hit the down arrow like 900,000 times. Like 2,000 times to... I don't feel like hitting the down arrow 2,000 times. Yeah, I think that's about what it was before. Like 4,000, or maybe it was at 5,000. Okay. One thing I can do. Do you think I should stop the stream for 2 minutes to freaking change that? Because I know when I was streaming before from this server, that's when I had to go to 720. I was doing 1080 from local server just fine. And when I went to the... Oh, the other guy left. Okay, the other guy, 1J Clips, was here for a while. Yeah, I'll do that. Just give me like 2 minutes. possibly 2 minutes. It shouldn't even take that long because all I got to do is hit settings and here, I'll be right back.